Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another stitch with me as promised. I'm working on my Disney one, the Disney Princesses Stained Glass, I think it's called. Oh nuts, hold on, I'll show you in a sec. I missed the hole by a strand. Where's my... The right way up might help. So this is the one I'm working on. Gorgeous piece. So how are you all? Hope you all had a really nice Christmas or holiday and a fantastic new year. I've probably said that before, but we're already like 11 days in now to the new year. All my decorations came down a little bit late, but this morning. I just haven't had the motivation to get up and take them all down, because it means standing on chairs and getting pins out of walls and ceilings, and yeah, what takes like 2 hours to put up takes about 10 minutes to get down. Anyway, I did my whip parade the other day. If you haven't watched it already, my gosh, it was an hour and, I don't know, 10 minutes. It was around that. Seemed to start off quite slow, and then as I realised that the time was just ticking by so quick, I kind of picked up the pace a little bit, and I managed to get them all in within the hour. Thank you to everyone who's watched that already and left me a comment. I actually forgot to check the comments yesterday, and then I realised that they were there this morning, so I apologise that I didn't reply straight away. But it's a new year now. Start afresh. I've got so many whips. And I have, although I never mentioned plans when I did my original whip parade, my counted cross stitch, I've kind of been thinking about it a little bit since, and I have sort of made plans. I'll share them with you during the floss tube anyway. But yeah, I've been thinking about several of my projects. It's twisted. I also need to get some of these completed as well, these stamped kits. I have an absolute ton, as you saw, so it's going to take me a while to get through all of them. But yeah, I've made some decisions on my counted cross stitch kits, how much progress I want to get made or get done, and kind of what I want to finish as well. Like if I really put my mind to it, it probably wouldn't take that long. I know I still need to buy some Kreinik for Felicia. That's the Mermaid by Hannah Lynn or Hannah Disney. I've had that one quite a while now. I actually think that's my second oldest. My oldest being my Once Upon a Fairy Tale, obviously, which I think I started 2019. January, I think. And I've got Stitch Pal on my phone, so I'm tracking. What I like about Stitch Pal is that you can put numerous projects in it, and you can set a date that you want it to be finished, and it tells you, okay, how many stitches you'll need to put in each day to reach that goal. And then if like for a few days you don't stitch on it, it alters that accordingly, so your stitch count every day will have to go up. But then you can add in how many stitches you do each day. It will take that off the total. And it's pretty good actually. So I put my Once Upon a Fairy Tale in there. And to finish it by 2026, I think I put, I'd have to do 400 and something stitches a day. Now I'm looking at that thinking that's probably not feasible or doable. But because I've kind of got to look excuse me, I've kind of got to look at all my other projects as well that really should be finished this year, or at least nearly. I've kind of got to divvy the time up between all of them really, and my aim is to touch all my projects this year, all my County Cross Stitch WIPs, even if it's just for one day. Missed. Got ya. How many was it? 16 and 17. 16 WIPs from last year carried over, and 17 new starts last year. So there's 33 WIPs altogether. That's a lot. And then not counting my stamped kits, which I just work on when I don't feel like, you know, having to think about my project. But I am loving this one so far. I just really want to finish this kind of section in the corner so I can see a bit better on how it's going to look. But if I like the corner, then I shall carry on and see. Oops. Well, me and Ellie have had a few fun days. Not. It seems since the new year, it's just wanted to do nothing but rain. There's another lady who does another paper round. She's in her 60s. She's been doing it for quite some time, to be honest. But she's been having a lot of time off lately, and that means... Oh no, I've jumped too. That means me and Ellie have to take up her round on the days that she's off, which can be a little annoying because you don't know till you go in the shop. You know, she's got quite a big round. She had quite a bit of time off between Christmas and New Year. So we had her round. And then on the first week after New Year, she handed a notice in saying she'd had enough. So it was down to me and Ellie to take on. Which Ellie doesn't mind. She gets paid for it. I'm just the sidekick. Anyway, yeah, since she gave them up and we've took them over, I swear it's done nothing but rain. I actually think it was New Year's Eve when she had the day off. That was the first day it rained. And oh my gosh, did we get soaked. I have a brolly. I have quite a big brolly actually. It's not quite the size of a golf brolly, I don't think, or is it a fishing brolly? I'm not sure. I know it's big enough for two. So we obviously had that with us, and the paper bag on my back, which was pretty waterproof anyway. But you can't cover where the straps are on the side with the flap. So water does still get down the sides. Yeah, we got so far around the paper round, the wind just took my brolly and broke it. So at that point, we knew we were going to get soaked because I don't think we were even quite halfway round at that point. So we come across a bin. I stomped on my brolly, broke it in half, broke it up into bits and put it in the bin. Not out of anger, just because it wouldn't fit in the bin otherwise. And then after that, it was all downhill, and it's been downhill ever since, to be honest. Yesterday we were drenched. Absolutely. Oh, one of them's fell off. Absolutely drenched. You know when you come home and it's like right down to your bone? You can feel it. Yeah, that was us. Oh my goodness. We laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny at the time. We were drenched. We looked like two drowned rats walking through the back door. Honestly. And then you're trying to pile all your wet coats, your wet shoes, and everything on the radiators. And there just aren't enough radiators in the house, I don't think. It was literally completely strip and put pyjamas on. I do have a pair of wellies, but here's the thing, right? I'm not a small girl by any means. Sorry, I've got the needle in my mouth. That's better. I'm not a small girl by any means. I know I'm overweight and I'm bigger than I should be, but, you know, my wellies they fit me foot-wise, but they, oh gosh, sorry guys, but they don't fit me calf-wise because I have big calf muscles. I'm not surprised because I do a fair bit of walking. Well, I say a fair bit, I don't. It's only a paper round in the morning. But I do have big calf muscles, so it's hard getting them wellies on, so I've never really worn them. And I just said to Ellie yesterday, I don't fancy getting wet feet, not again today. And the only option was my wellies. So I took a bread knife and I chopped off the top part of the welly. So it came just past my ankle. It worked, I didn't get wet feet, if that, you know, that counts. But where I'd cut the welly, it was digging into my skin because I'd only got trainer socks on, like a muppet. So, oh, there's an end there somewhere. Find it in a sec. Why can't I find that one? Hold on. Yeah, the most important thing was I had dry feet, you know, and now I have half wellies. But it was just, on that particular Saturday, New Year's Eve, we were fighting the wind, the rain, the paper bag, because you have to get the flap out the way before you can take a paper out. And it just seemed like what normally takes us probably half an hour, 45 minutes to do, seemed to take us about 2 hours in that wind. I couldn't even feel my fingers at one point, nor my toes. But yeah. It's been eventful here. Really, really eventful. This year's off to a naff start already. I was grateful this morning that the sun was out a little bit and there was no rain. But that soon came after dinner. But I'm not bothered, I was in the house. That was just nuts. I'm hoping it's going to improve. At this point, I'm wishing I was in summer. Even though last summer there was, you know, some of it was intolerable. All the mail is now caught up to date as well from all the strikes that happened before Christmas. I received 2 Christmas cards after Christmas because they'd been stuck in the mail. My threads finally came, thanks to Abra. Took a while, but you know. And then this week, today especially, the ambulance, the paramedics are on strike. I saw them this morning. I've told you guys before, there's an ambulance station right up the road from me, literally out my house onto the main road and a 2-minute walk up. Why did I go there? And you can see them all outside with, you know, their banners or whatever. Oh, hey. But the gas prices here, the cost of living is just shocking. And I think that's part of the reason they're striking, because no one can afford to live. I mean, we try not to have the heating on as much as possible anymore, just because we can burn through a £5 in one day, depending on how cold it is. And it's just, you just can't keep up at that pace. And then next year, we're in next year, this year, they're going to go up again. I think it was March or April, the gas prices are set to rise again. It's just, yeah, crazy. And then you'll probably find this year the cost of electricity will go up as well. It's really sad because people can't afford to live anymore. They have to decide whether they want to eat or heat their house. I've seen loads of stories in the paper and stuff about that. And it's not fair. Anyway, let's not talk about the boring stuff. I said I was going to do no new starts this year, didn't I? Yeah, that didn't last long. I haven't technically started anything yet, but there's pick it up. Do you guys know my 1.9 mystery sal called Be Beautiful? It's the one I'm doing in all the purples and lilacs and stuff. Well, it seems like they're going to do a new one every year. And the first piece is already out, or the first section. And I think it's called Over the Moon or something. It's, you can either do it on white fabric with black thread or on black fabric with white thread. And they give you 2 different charts for whichever colour fabric you're going to use. And it is just, it's really, 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 really nice. Really nice. So I've ordered fabric and I've ordered thread. But it's kind of like a silhouette thing. Like, if you do it on black fabric, you stitch the moon, which gives you the outline of the wolf in it. If you stitch on white fabric, you stitch the wolf, which gives you the white moon behind him in the fabric. Excuse me. But I'm going to go for the black fabric. I've not stitched on black fabric. I keep wanting to say thread. That's because I'm looking at this. I've not stitched on black fabric before, so that'll be a new one for me. We'll see how it's going to be. So yeah, my no new starts is already out the window as soon as that fabric arrives. Actually, let me show you the sal. Just because I'm so excited. Not that one. Right, let me just pull up the PDF. This is it. So this is the black fabric, and then obviously you'll stitch all the white. But if you choose the other version, where this is white fabric, you'd stitch the wolf, and it'd be the opposite way round. But I've gone for black, so Over the Moon, it is called that, Mystery Cross Stitch Sal. But it already looks good. I know, it lasted long, didn't it, eh? Mind you, I suppose next time, if I plan to do no new starts, I can get the fabric and stuff beforehand. And then make a start. No, I can't make a start before the new year because it doesn't come out till the 1st. Perhaps it's not a good idea then. Or should I call it minimal new starts? So I can get away with 1, maybe 2. Maybe. But I'm so excited. I can't wait for that thread and fabric to arrive. I'm doing it in B5200, which is what I think they recommended. Whoops. I was hoping it was going to be here today, but apparently not. It was shipped on the 9th, and we're on the 11th, so maybe tomorrow. Oops. I'm not sure if there's anything else I wanted to tell you. I have all these thoughts before I sit down and, you know, get myself set up. Then as soon as I hit that record button, it's gone. Whoops. I do love all the whip parades that have been going on though. It's nice to see what other people are stitching. Sometimes it's not a good idea because it could give you ideas. I don't need any ideas off anyone else, I really don't. I've got enough of my own to do. Let's drop in and do this. Right, I have to go behind. I can't do the sewing method if I have to work left to right, it's hard. Well, if I'm in a straight line, no, because I just go back and forth. But when I'm trying to do a whole stitch and then move one to the right, it's harder. Come on. Nope. Close. There we go. Okay, I might as well go and finish this row that I started. And, you know, I've not even looked to see if you guys can still see me. But you can. That's good. Come on. Still waiting for this fabric to lose its smell. I think if I get it out often enough it might, you know, but so far not. So we'll just have to keep trying and getting it out. And I haven't managed much stitching this week as well either so far. But, you know, sometimes your brain's just... I didn't even say the word. Sorry if you heard that, that was my TV. You know how people have a word like Alexa or something like that? Yeah, my my TV has one too. And if I say something that sounds remotely similar to it, it beeps alive. But we've even found we've said something completely random before now, and it's beeped, and it sounds nothing like the word we set it to. So I have no idea how it works. Oh, I missed. Just by that one little fabric thread. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. I don't even know how I do that. I hate the silence in the front room sometimes. All you can hear is the clocks ticking. I remember my sister stayed over mine one year, years ago, and I woke up to find my clocks in the kitchen. Because she slept in the front room, so I'm assuming she didn't like the ticking while she was trying to sleep. It can do your head in if it's quiet. Okay, I need to tie that in. Ow, I just stabbed myself. Nothing new there. I've put my scissors down. There they are. So it's not looking too bad, is it? I'll just have to fill in all the rest of that black. There are a couple of stitches I haven't actually done in there, like this one here, which is the same as that. Then there's a yellow that I've done the yellows. I don't even know how I missed that. Got one there, and 4 down here. Other than that, they're all black. But it's going well. I think it looks okay at the moment. I won't actually tell until I do a lot more. I didn't do the back stitch. Not the back stitch. The back, the last leg. Look, I've done half a stitch. Half a stitch. I haven't done the other half, so I'm going to have to do that and then jump over and do this. Yeah, I'm just thinking where I'm closest to. Probably there. Oh well. I will do that in a bit. I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Thank you so much to everyone who's supported me in my channel over the past couple of years. I enjoy reading all your comments. So, thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.